Today I'm building a rich house versus poor house. This is a very popular show in England.
Rich house, poor house, return.
And today I thought I'd bring it to you guys. One side is going to be a cheap house with the worst items, and the other side is going to be rich. Throughout this video, I will be alternating between each build. And this list from my beautiful notes app is the order we're going in. As for budgets, the only rule is the rich house must be worth $1 million. Why do I do this to my poor bank?
Spare change, man.
But enough jibber jabber, let's get building. So guys, of course, we're starting with the rich house exterior, which is first on our list. And I want to make it quite far back in my little grid because I want it to have like an enormous front garden. So we'll start with it here. This is literally just the entry hall, guys. Look how big it is. And I know technically we're not meant to be putting anything inside yet, but I did just want to check. Yep, that fits. And then we'll have it literally come out in like the most rogue, random pattern. I'm sorry, who the hell called Batman or Mickey Mouse? It's the weirdest shape going. And of course, I've left room at the front for some balconies. So also in the exterior, we're of course including the roof. Now this roof's gonna be the most grand thing you've ever seen. It belongs at Buckingham Palace. Wait, you might be thinking right now, this looks weird, Reese says. You failed!
Failure, you're still a failure.
But just wait, let's give all this a little bit of texture and oh baby, instantly, mwah, chef's kiss. And for the roof tiles, I kind of want to use actual roof tiles. Oh, this is kind of like a Spanishy Greek villa. I mean, I kind of even want to mix a bit of wood in here. Let's just go mental chicken oriental. Help me, why am I so extra? What have I even made here? Like, I really was not joking when I said rich house, was I? We have even got that oval office on the back, like this is the White House. So before we put any windows in, it's time to slice over to the poor house. Oh my gosh, just brushing past my gloriously classy, elegant character today. And now I am a broke Reese's. For the poor house, it's gonna be already quite small, guys. Yes, this is the perfect size for the house. Now for the roof, I actually kind of want it to have like an overhang porch. Now you might be thinking, Reese's, that's a bit fancy for a little house like this. I actually have seen a lot of houses in like the rough suburbs with overhang porches. And don't ask me how these tiny specimens are holding up a whole roof.
I don't know.
For these walls then, I feel like we don't want to make it ugly. Like the goal isn't to make it ugly. It's just to make her look poor and kind of like what we can expect when the new players come. No, of course I'm joking, guys. And wow, the difference in time. That one took so long and this one just looks rubbish. And I also realized I've kind of accidentally matched their colors, but you know, it's kind of a look. So back to this one now. We are on decorate the exterior. So that is things like windows. Now it's a good thing I have $2.3 million because these windows are going to get expensive. Now, so let me show you what I'm actually planning here. And it's very dark. Maybe I should add a light. So what I'm doing is I'm resizing the modern window. Then as we go up one, is it called an oval? No. Oh, half round window. Sorry.
Oh, scary.
Do you know what? Someone called money saving expert because I'm actually just replacing it with this cheapo one. And normally I'd go in and I'd start adding like structural beams. But you guys let me know in the comments, Reese's, why aren't you just adding pillars, you big stupid fool? But yeah, so this is basically just a nice way to put a modern spin on traditional. A little kind of building hack with Reese. Resize this swirly lamp up to the top and it gives you like a flat lamp. And excuse the Taylor Swift reference, but you best believe my entryway is bejeweled. So for the rest of the windows, I just steadily put them around. And as you can see, I've also just added like this little pathway here because what gorgeous mansion does not have an epic driveway leading up to it where you can put cool music? And you best believe when we do the tour, we are going to be driving up here with some epic music blasting. And this is just giving celebrity mansion. Like, I feel like Taylor Swift would live here. Oh my gosh, I've spoke about Taylor Swift so much, guys. I think it's because I'm seeing her. So if any of you are at the show in a few weeks, let me know, guys. I literally might see you there. And I'm really going for this outside. Also, I think I very much underestimated how long this video would take. No. Do you guys see what I see right now? Do you guys see what I see? Oh, thank the heavens. I thought I'd made a grave mistake. Look, 3 and 4, but it's just a simple miscalculation. Oh my gosh, I've just had the most amazing idea. Instead of that grass, I've replaced it with plain grass, and then we're just putting tiles over it. And then to finish it off and also knock up the value because we've only spent 100 grand so far. What are we, cheapskates?
This is exactly what I was afraid of.
Let's place some black fancy cars outside and oh my gosh, behold the exterior of the rich house. Back to peasant town. It's so sad every time we come over here, but again, I don't think it will take too long. So would it be bad to actually use like the broken window set? Do you know what? Maybe we should use one broken window. Oh my gosh. I don't even fit. Maybe if you genuinely are living in this house, you might not have enough money to fix that window. And that's a real thing. Then we'll have these. Now, I'm being very careful not to make it ugly. Like, this would have once been a very nice, established home, guys. It's just, it got deteriorated, okay? Got deteriorated. Why am I saying in that accent? Deteriorated. English just pronounce everything so much more for no reason.
No, I apologize, but I cannot accommodate your request at this time.
Anyway, I'm adding my fence in. As you can notice, I've even added some barbed wire. And, you know, in some ways, this could actually be considered better because, look, we're giving this one wall lamps. You think that piece of crap over there got them? No, look how bad that is, guys, compared to this. We'll have a little park bench outside, which probably random people are going to come and sleep on. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
When I thought to do this video, I did not think the mental impact it could have on me. So, swoosh back over to heaven. This is more like it, baby. I accidentally did the front garden of this one, so actually, we might have to go back just for a second.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
And just do the front garden of this quick, but in literally 3, 2, 1, it's done. I'm Reese's, get me out of here. Right, now we really are officially back to this. And if we look at my list, it's the kitchenette. Well, I need to actually make the floor plan first. So how this house is going to be is this side's going to be the kitchen. This side's going to be the dining room. The grand stairs in the middle and then the living room out the back. Grand stairs in the middle and then the living room out the back. And then we'll have like a bedroom one side and a bathroom the other side. And I'm going to make them square. I think it looks better square.
I am a square.
Now, I'm loving like the modernness, but in the traditional vibe. It's making me question if we should use this. No, do you know what? I think we can use this. We're mixing the two after all. Although for some perplexing reason, it's not lining up, which is just disgraceful. But you know me, I'm a solution finder, not a problem finder. Let's just add like this in here or something. Now, I know I said kitchen first, but since we're in the entryway, we're just going to throw my list in the bin. So we're going to do the entryway first, and then we'll go over and do the poor entryway. I'm really excited for that, guys. I'm literally the worst liar in the world. So we are going to buy this $10,000 chandelier. That's probably how much that house is going to be worth. Jeez Louise, this is just like Bloxburg segregation at its finest. Here's a little bit of building advice for you guys. Not that you probably need it. You're probably better builders than me. Building advice was use these wall trims on the bottom wall because it kind of looks like a half wall trim, which is a right mouthful to say.
Let me add that to my dictionary.
We'll add some structurals on the ceiling. And wow, this might be like the most even thing I've ever built. I'm sorry, I'm loving this, guys. Get your party suits on. And then for the doors, we are, of course, using my favorite doors. Now, this entryway is going to be very, very minimalistic. Like, all it's going to have is some panels on the wall, which, by the way, custom made. In front of these, we're going to have the very expensive tables, because, you know, it's rich house over here. As well as that, we can use these to make it really, really fancy. In the corner, we're going to have this on top of that, on top of that. And oh my gosh, that is $10,000.
30,000.
And on a day-to-day basis, normally I'm very much against copy and pasting console tables, but today I feel like symmetry is actually the vibe. And so there we go, this is the entryway of the rich house. What the actual hecky pet. Let's go over now back to the squat. For the entryway here, well, the entryway is kind of the living room and kitchen all in one. Actually, I'm thinking over here could be the kitchen. Then as you walk in, we have like the living room, dining room, and then we can actually maybe even add an archway there. And then we have the bedroom, which has its own ensuite bathroom. So we're going to get this archway and we're going to use this. Now you might be thinking it's a bit fancy to have one of these, but in real life, like having an archway is actually quite a regular thing. So as you walk in, I think we should do just a layered wooden floor, just a pine floor. Like I said, just because this house is poor doesn't mean it has to be disgusting and like rotten. Let's go and add a table. We've got to use the cheap one. This is where we're going to put like our keys and things. And we'll have some cute books. I guess we could maybe splash a little bit on one like this. It is $400, but then again, that is literally nothing compared to what we spent over there. Wait, doing this has made me realize we didn't add any of like the hat stands and stuff in the other place. This is so cute, a little flowery seat. That's the entryway done. So, to add a little bit of a flip to this video, rather than going and doing the rich house living room, we're actually gonna do the poor house living room first. Mainly because I feel like we've literally neglected it so much. This part over here has got to be the dining room. So I'd say that the living room should probably end about here-ish. I am gonna use the Simplicity sofa because you can genuinely make this quite cute.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
So I'm gonna make that cloudy grey, and then this I'm actually gonna make pink. It looks like bubble gum. And oh, this is just making me feel really nostalgic to like old Bloxburg, to be honest with you. Like this is genuinely like what people built like, because these were like the only items in the game. And then for the main light, I feel like we should get something really cute, like maybe a leafy fan. But that is actually kind of cute. Like, I'm sorry, the poor house is growing on me, but back to Rich Town. Whoop, whoop. And you know what? I realized why there's not hat stands in here is because there's going to be a butler to do that for me. So all I'm going to change is the color of like this, make it blue and white, so he sort of looks like a policeman. I'm sorry. So this is where it's going to get really cool. We're going to use like the fancy kind of sofas, even though it is a modern house. I'm loving this collision of worlds here. And wait, this actually looks really nice with a dark stone grey outline.
It's unusual.
And then we're going to go kind of simple with the coffee table. I feel like we need some grand things behind here. So I'm going to grab this and we're going to make some really grand statues by basically just making it higher up. And by the way, if your bottom menu ever disappears and you were like really far into something, press clone, click something, press cancel, and it brings it back up to whatever you searched. So just a little bit of a time saver there. I also feel like in this part here, we should have like a piano, but I'm also gonna add vines. Hello, indoor, outdoor look. Oh my gosh, this is so nice, you guys. But yeah, that's the living room done. Now, just before we go back to the poor house, I did actually change my mind. I think I want a chandelier out here instead. So we've just gone completely rogue with this now. We were meant to do like the kitchen first, but I guess next is gonna be dining room. For the dining room in the poor house, I wanted a round dining table. The cheapest one is, oh no, that's a coffee table. Jeez, things are expensive. And then the cheapest chairs, I refuse to use the simplicity chairs. I'm sorry. But these are actually a pretty good option. I've seen some of my rich friends use these in their Bloxburg houses. Well, first of all, like what I would normally do even in a rich house is copy and paste some bookshelves. I think the rustic one though, this is definitely a rustic style house.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
But again, if I walked into someone's house like this, especially if they were a new player or like not a very wealthy one, I'd be very impressed. I didn't think I'd be saying that about the poor house today. Just before you do the dining room and the kitchen of the rich house, I forgot to add a car. Now, it goes without saying, we're going to be adding the iconic rote. Yes, there's cars that are cheaper than this, but nothing more iconic.
Because it's iconic, and I love to do iconic.
So back over here now, guys. I think the dining room, I want to go on this side. And also similar walls. I really like me when I see that these wall trims. And once again, I'm just adding more windows. I don't know why I don't add more in the first place, to be honest with you. We're going to make some different variants of this pillar thing. I simply think we need like somebody playing us music while we eat dinner, as if we're from an episode of Downton Abbey. Now, this table is very expensive for what you get. I'd actually argue it's one of the thinnest, smallest ones for $11,000. And a top tip, if you want your rooms to look more custom and grand, just add roof beams, because people look up more than you think, guys. And I'm obsessed with these plants. I'm using them on this side as well. I love them. Now, also whilst doing the dining room, I've sort of had the idea to make this a little bit more expensive. We could go into my inventory, because look at all these trophies. I was thinking maybe we could have a display cabinet in the dining room, because what is more like rich coded than flexing? And oh my gosh, we're about to get a new trophy soon, actually, aren't we? But anyway, now we've done that, let's go over and do the kitchen, and then we'll be almost done. Oh my gosh, last night, I feel like I just need to talk to you guys about my exams for a minute. They're almost done. But basically, last night, I don't know if I took a video. If I did, I'll put it on screen. Look at how vibey my little revision method was. It was so vibey. So if you ever need to study for school, guys, just set the mood right. So you might be noticing, Reese's, why are you putting a table in your kitchen? Well, a lot of rich houses, or a lot of houses in general, actually, will have tables in their kitchen as well as dining rooms. For decanters, I'm actually going to go, well, I'm not going to go dark stone grey, because apparently, even if you put it black, it still remains blue. So it looks like we're gonna have to go white with some marble. And why do I always forget the fridge? Fridges are just so left out on my videos. I'm so sorry. Although someone got very angry in the comments once when I forgot one. They were like, I'm gonna slap you up. So thankfully I've remembered today. And we are gonna add decals, because I realized this is like a rich house. We haven't even had one decal yet. When I was doing that, I just got a sneak peek of the value. Oh my gosh. Everyone, comment down below what your predictions are, and no cheating, please. And whoever's closest is going to get a cookie. Anyway, we'll put in my island here. And do you know what? I wasn't going to do a custom sink, but I am. This is part of me, okay? That's why we all live, for the things that we love to do. So I'm going to put this sink because I love it. But yeah, that is looking beautiful. So the entire downstairs now of the rich house is done. Oh, so now it's time to go back.
I thought I was ready to be back. I thought I was stronger than this.
Oh dear. So for the floor, no one can even say this is expensive because it's literally $4 per each one. And I didn't actually realize till like just that moment I fathomed this is probably one of the cheapest floors. And oh no, this is the one with the broken window. Oh dear. And do you guys want to hear an interesting fact? I'm currently obviously studying for my exams and I'm learning about society. Now there is a theory called broken window theory. That's how I got there. And it is the idea that if areas are like really run down, then more crime is likely to happen there basically. So guys, clean your bedrooms and then no crime's gonna happen there, okay? There we go. Beautiful kitchen. I mean, I'm lying to myself if I say that's beautiful, but it's not ugly. You know what? It's not actually when you really look in it. And I just realized, why did I place like a massive blockage here? We need to get in the bedroom, mate. So since we're here, let's now do the broke bedroom and bathroom. And then when we go back to the rich house, we can finish on a high note. Yay! So for the bed, I kind of want to add a double bed in here. Just because you're poor doesn't mean you should be like bunched up in a single bed. And we're actually going to give it like some pretty cute bedding because you can buy bedding from literally Tesco or wait, what's the equivalent in America? Walmart. And then as we go into the bathroom, it's going to make sense to me to not even use this actually. I think it would be cheaper to use the multi one like this. $860, which is a little bit of a splurge if your budget is like this, but then you get a shower and a bath, and I think that's definitely worth something. And oh my gosh, this is actually transporting me to being in like the London Underground public toilets. They are, some of them are revolting. I wouldn't even go in there. It's actually a safety risk. But either way, that is the poor house done. So let's head over to the rich house. We're going to do the bedroom straight away. And I thought here, but I was thinking we could have like a cool sort of plant thing, but where we just have like vines in here. Now I sort of accidentally put this as wood on this side, but it's so nice, I'm going to keep it. And then for the bed, we're obviously using like this luxury one. I actually have this bed in real life. We'll have a little, I like to call it a breakfast area, but it's not really a breakfast area. Just some seats at the end of the bed.
Let's be honest.
And of course, those roof beams. And finally is for the bathroom. Now I must admit to you guys, I'm getting a little bit tired, guys, which is actually, it doesn't feel like that. I have so much fun when I'm chatting to you guys, even though when I really think about it, like in this moment, before I upload the video, I'm actually just talking to myself and then to really channel Mother Nature, some of these as well. And with that, guys, the rich house versus poor house is completed. So welcome to episode 1 of Rich House, Poor House. Today I am your host, True Reese's, and we are here at BLOXBURG's nastiest abode. No, but remind me to check the value when we go to the rich house. So this one here, other than the car, was worth less than $20,000. This is it from the outside compared to the rich one. I mean, obviously this one just looks like so trashy compared to it, and it's already filthying my lovely classy coat. I mean, and it just looks so funny because that actually looks like the neighboring house and it's just like ridiculously big compared to it. But as we go in here, this is pretty cute. So the living room, entryway and dining room, they're all in one in the poor house. You don't really get much. Then we have the kitchen. She's actually pretty cute apart from the window that is smashed open to bits. Yeah, I don't know what happened here, but anyway. And then through here we have to shimmy to the bedroom. The bedroom's actually cute. It's more basic than poor. And then finally the bathroom. So I honestly think that as a whole house, it's not bad at all. Like this is honestly what I used to actually decorate my houses like on a budget. So guys, making my way downtown, walking fast to my mansion now. Earlier, I promised you guys some cinematic music. That was it. So from the outside, this one is amazing. And if you're wondering the value, $1.222633 million. We hit the $1 million mark, guys. That is insane. Once again, compared to the poor house, the rich one is just shining over this. The outside immediately probably costs more than the entire inside and whole of that house, even without the cars. As we go inside, oh my gosh, it's actually like heaven. This was the poor entry and everything else. And this is the rich one. Now, I have just noticed a little bit of colouring issue on up here, but that's fine. We've got my gorgeous statues. We've got my guards, my lovely windows. So as we go behind the staircase, this is the lounge room. And jeez, want to be any brighter? So this is where you'd sit with probably like your business people, you know, making money moves. And we can also play the piano, which, yes, I can play Claire de Lune. Anyway, let's go into the dining room. And yeah, I love this room. We have another piano. It's super large. And again, it's just that modern vibe. If we can look at the poor kitchen, when compared to the rich kitchen, I mean, it's like chalk and cheese, isn't it, guys? I love that saying. Even just looking out the windows, like, look at the views. As we strut our way up my grand staircase, we have balconies in the house. It's amazing. Firstly, on the left, we have the bedroom, which, to be fair, isn't actually that much better than the poor one. It's just a little bit more expensive. And we do have a balcony, of course, here. And finally, we have the bathroom, which I just love. It's glorious, and I feel like Cleo the mermaid. So that finishes off the poor house versus rich house. Let me know if you guys want me to do another version of this, maybe with a different style. Subscribe if you had fun, and I'll see you all next time.